Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of the Tarkir Dragonstorm Arena Open. Today we are playing best of 3 draft, trying to compete for cash prizes, and this is draft 1. The road begins here. If we can get to 3 or 4 wins out of 4 in this draft, we'll qualify for draft 2, which is the one where we will be competing for cash prizes. So it's high stakes limited. I'm going to be doing my absolute best, and let's dive into the draft and see what we get. Okie doke, our draft has started. Okie doke, our rare is the worst rare in the set, not the most auspicious start. We do have one of the best uncommons for red-white aggro, and we have Sibzig Appraiser, and Disruptive Stormbrood, I guess, is kind of an option, but it's mostly between Shocking Sharpshooter and Sibzig Appraiser. I'm going to take Shocking Sharpshooter here. I think it is an absolutely essential piece of the red-white aggro decks, and the way my kind of draft philosophy works in this format is make sure you don't miss the boat. So you can draft red-white aggro, or you can draft these late-game control decks, but you may want to make sure that if one of the two is open, you don't miss out on that deck when it is open. And I think Shocking Sharpshooter is one of the best cards for the red-white aggro deck. I love Sibzig Appraiser. You've rarely seen me pass it on the channel, but I think I'm going to take the Shocking Sharpshooter here anyway. Also, if you do enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more. It really does help the channel out, and I appreciate each and every person that does so. Okay, and then we get to follow it up with a Descendant of Storm. So really one of the best uncommons. It is still worth noting, the rare is missing out of this pack, and so it could still just be that we're supposed to draft a late game deck. There's 3 dragons in the pack, but this is one of the best uncommons for the aggro deck. If I had started with Sibzig Appraiser, I think I'm still supposed to take the Descendant of Storms here. And the important thing is not to train wreck here. We want to make sure we give ourselves a solid shot, solid cards, solid deck. We don't need to go breaking anything crazy. We have best of 3 matches, so it is a little bit lower variance. If we can outplay our opponents, have stronger cards, this is going to be a good place to be. So Disruptive Stormbrood could be an option if we'd wanted to go more Sultai-ish, but I think we've gotten the best 2 cards out of the pack so far. Okay, pick 3. There is a Sunset Strike Master. Again, the most powerful card in the pack, fits into the deck that we are currently drafting. Songcrafter Mage can be fine. I like Fortress Kinguard. The land can definitely be something you include in your decks. Practitioner has been somewhat impressive at times, but Strike Master is definitely the best card. And there's not really a card for the late game deck other than the Songcrafter Mage. This card is fine, but not quite as good as the Strike Master. And we're pretty happy with how things are going so far. So let's just keep that in mind and hope it keeps going this way. Okay. Now is where we get to decision time, because there's no card for red-white, but there is a very good card for the late game decks, and we're going to take it, the Dragonbrood's Relic. We can abandon the Sharpshooter and the Descendant of Storms, 2 picks, not a big deal. But Dragonbrood's Relic really does go, is very a strong card. And so 4th pick, we're still going to be able to bob and weave and go towards a teamer deck or a late game more control deck. There's dragons in the pack. There's just nothing for aggro here. There's an uncommon missing, a rare missing. And so could just be that it's a dud pack for aggro. Like there's not a lot of cards for it. Like the red card and the white card are just bad. But could also just be that we're supposed to be going towards these late game decks. So we'll take the Dragonbrood's Relic here. And now we'll go back towards the red-white deck. Duty Beyond Death is fantastic. There is also a Dragonstorm Globe. Those are kind of the 2 directions. The yin and the yang of the format. Duty Beyond Death is fantastic, though. Plays really well with Descendant of Storms if you can make extra tokens. I really like Reigning Victor if I got some black mana in the deck, too. But I think the Duty Beyond Death is one of the best cards, so I'm going to take it over the Globe. Now there's Knockout Maneuver. So again, we still have this option of going Sunset Strike Master, Dragonbrood's Relic, and going into green. And missing out on a Rebellious Strike is not the end of the world. So I'm going to take the Knockout Maneuver, pick 6. Pick 7, there's another Knockout Maneuver. It's a very good card. There's also Jeskai Devotee, which I would love to have in an aggro deck, but we're still just going to take the Knockout Maneuver. It's the best card, And green is looking open now. We've gotten a Dragonbird's Relic, 2 knockout maneuvers. We haven't also, another thing that's really worth noting is we haven't passed anything too crazy. Okay, perfect. I'm really glad that we made the decision to stay flexible. Because it looks like Sultai Monument's going to be a good pickup for us here. Over Thornwood Falls. And we wheeled Dispelling Exhale. That's a really good wheel. So I think it's better than Piercing Exhale, even though Piercing Exhale is in green and I'm definitely playing green. I already have a couple punch spells, and I'd rather just get the powerful counter magic. And then we wheeled a Whirling Stormbrood, which I'll take over the Ice Rage Serpent and the Dismal Backwater. So we did have to waste some picks to find our lane. The Dragonstorm Globe is the closest one that we almost took, but Duty Beyond Death is really good. I think we'll take the Stormbrood over the land here, especially because we're going to be needing playables, because we had to spend 4 early picks kind of weeding out what we didn't need. But that's just how draft goes sometimes, and if we had committed to red-white, our deck would kind of be in a train wreck position right now. I'm going to take the Encroaching Dragonstorm over the Sarkhan's Resolve. Get a little bit of fixing, a little bit of flexibility. Take the Riverwheel Sweep now. And then Whisper. So like definitely found the right lane eventually. I don't think we really missed out on too much here. Pack 2 is starting off auspiciously with a Bewildering Blizzard, a really good card. There's a couple of lands that we'd be happy to wheel. We don't want a second Encroaching Dragonstorm. Getting one of these lands would be really nice. Songcrafter Mage is solid, but I think Bewildering Blizzard is the best card in the pack. We would also like to make sure we have early creatures. But yeah, I do like the Blizzard. Wingblade Disciple now. Actually, we'll take Sibsig Appraiser. I think that's just a better card. I love Wingblade Disciple, but Sibsig Appraiser is very strong. There's also just Revival of the Ancestors if we wanted to try and go super power level, but this card's at its best when you cast it on turn 4, so we're not going to try to do anything too ambitious there. Now there's another Dispelling Exhale. We'll take it over the Sultai Monument. We actually might need the Sultai Monument. We wheeled one of these before, but I don't think we'll wheel it again. This pack is pretty weak. My mana is fairly consistent right now in blue-green. So yeah, we will just take the Dispelling Exhale. We have a lot of instant speed stuff, which is nice. Then the 2 knockout maneuvers, which want us to have some creatures. We might end up just more as a teamer deck. This is a little combo as well, the Dragonstorm and the Relic. Like if you play Relic, then you can play this on turn, like the following turn. Now we will take the land over the Purging Stormbrood. Get us blue, green, and red mana. The Purging Stormbrood's pretty solid. And we're going to be playing Sultai, I think. Though we don't have any reason to be particularly Sultai-ish. This card's at its best when you mostly can cast the white mode of it. Okay, now there's a Runescale Stormbrood. I like this one. We already have 2 knockout maneuvers. Getting a Teamer Monument will be really nice for our mana. And Swiftwater Cliffs is fine, but... Sagu Wildling is a great pickup. The extra knockout maneuver could have been a good card to have, but we already have 2 of them, and they're not great in our deck. So, like, it's always important to evaluate context. We don't have a ton of creatures. These are kind of like late game creatures, so it's not like quite as dire. Like, we're going to have ways to win the game. We get a land now. We're not taking Call of the Spirit Dragon. These cards are all weak, but the land is going to be a nice addition to our deck. And I'm feeling really glad that we draft, like, about all the practice I put in. We can put in Sunset Strike Master as well. Because that was something I learned via practice, was the ability to bob and weave, kind of like the way we did. Snakes and Veil's fine, Champion of Doosan's fine, but the Jungle Hollow is going to be really nice. Swiftwater Cliffs is nice. Want to make sure we get all of our lands in order. 1 Roamer's Routine can also be really good in these decks. Dragonstorm, Sagu, Roamer's Routine. We've kind of got all access to all the colors pretty handily now. And we have 4 lands, which is kind of solid. I do miss the Dragonstorm Globe that I took the Duty Beyond Death over, but I'm not actually unhappy with the pick, because at the time I was still thinking I could be a red-white deck. And the fact that we escaped our start of red card, white card, white card, red card, white card, red card, white card, pretty much. Or I guess we 4th picked the Dragonbird's Relic, but we were really heavy into red-white early, and now we've escaped it, kind of. And we don't have any rares to work with, which is kind of a shame. But at the same time, our cards are a lot better than they would have been if they were red-white. Okay, we get a Twin Maw Stormbrood. It is funny because on one hand, I'm really proud of how I drafted this, but I also wish that I hadn't opened Stillness in Motion twice. And that is frustrating in like a high stakes draft environment to just open like the literal worst card in the set twice. But we can't control that. All we can control is what we're drafting now. And I think the Twin Maw Stormbrood is going to serve us well as a kill spell. And hopefully we get past a good card or something like that. Awaken the Honored Dead is a good card. I do also like Dragon Sniper. Thornwood Falls is solid, but I think Awaken the Honored Dead is a card that we'll want to touch black for. Kill something, and then we can return something from the graveyard. Dragon Sniper is really good with the double knockout maneuver. And it's easier on the mana. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Dragon Sniper. Now there's a Sibzig Appraiser. I do like Sibzig. We have 1, 2, 3 dragons, 4 dragons. So our Dispelling Exhales are pretty good. I love Glacial Dragonhunt. Fantastic card. Wouldn't mind Lion Weight, wouldn't mind Sultai Monument, wouldn't mind another Dispelling Exhale, but Glacial Dragonhunt is fantastic. This is a stacked pack. Creature count still low. There's another Bewildering Blizzard. There's also just another Dispelling Exhale, which we will take. We're going to have to do it without rares. That's crazy. Definitely the bivouac here. Over Stormshriek Feral. Globe or Sagu Wildling? Let's take the globe. Because I don't really want to play up planes, but I want to be able to activate my Dragon Bird's relic. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dragons that can come into play for the globe. Probably not playing Breaching Dragonstorm. Riverwheel Sweep. I don't really want Teamer Devotee. I think I will actually take Teamer Devotee for the sideboard. For if I play against red-white aggro. Trade Route Envoy. Can just be a giant creature for me when I need it. Thornwood Falls Wield. That was good. Teamer Tawnyback is a nice one. Sultai Monument. I'm going to take Focus the Mind, though. Humbling Elder. This is real frustrating as the way the draft went, but I think we ended up with a really solid deck considering the circumstances. I do not think we need planes because we have the Dragonstorm Globe. So if we play 17 lands, we're not going to play Sultai Monument. We are just going to play mostly just Teamer cards. And then we have the Globe and then a couple of black sources to help us activate the relic. So we have 1, 2, 3 cards to help us with the relic. We don't need Roamer's Routine either. We don't need Encroaching Dragonstorm. So we have 3, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands here. We got the Humbling Elder now. It's like our last weak card. I guess Trade Route Envoy is not the greatest, but we want to have some big guys. Could also just play Sultai Monument. Maybe play Humbling Elder as a ploy. Could also just play Meticulous Artisan. Mine. We've got some good card draw. I think Trade Route Envoy is going to be better. Okay, so now my colored sources, let's see. Mostly blue and then green and red, so. Let's just do this for now. Okay, so blue sources, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. Red, I have 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. Green, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems like a good mix. And we will run it like this. I don't love the Effortless Master either, but it's the best we got, and hopefully it works out. I'll see you in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my channel and my content over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if you've been finding them helpful for winning your own draft or having more fun at FNM, or if you've just been finding them entertaining and you like watching along, or some combination of the two, hopefully both, then you can support my content via Patreon, gain access to some cool bonus rewards like my card-by-card tier list and my format thoughts document, and help me make more videos in the future that will help you and others improve and have more fun playing draft. If you do support at the credits level, you get put in the credits. So special shout out to those who support at the credits level. It makes a huge difference. And without further ado, let's get to some high stakes games. Welcome to round 1. We will keep this hand. We don't have red, but this gets us our red. An untapped land here would go a long way. Okay, we're in the aggro matchup. Gonna get our red mana here. Okay. Get rid of our tap land. Because we already have double green. We only need the one black for our relic later. Sure. Definitely counter that. Hopefully we don't have another Ice Ridge Serpent. Okay. We've got a kill spell for if they play anything too scary. They're on a really bad draw here, though. Do they have Jeskai Revelation? Hopefully not. Do they have Bewildering Blizzard? Okay, they just had a horrible draw. We will take it. We'll take any luck we can get in these games, because the draft, not having a single rare is kind of crazy. Okay, so we're against an aggro deck. So these are essentially aggro cards. So this is where we bring in our Humbling Elder and our Teamer Devotee, and we cut a slower card, like Trade Route Envoy, and on the draw we'll shave a island, maybe. No, I'll just shave the Unending Whisper. This is an easy keep. Team Tawny back hits pretty hard. Sibzig is good. Okay. Go fetch up my mountain. The Jeskai Brushmaster can hit like really hard, so that's a little scary. Yeah, that's not going to be a concern for me. Also not going to be really a concern for me. I'm just glad the Jeskai Brushmaster hasn't been attacking me. They're milling themselves, as I would expect someone in the Arena Open to do. So if they cast 2 spells, then this block doesn't really work out very well for me. But if they'd cast 1 more spell, they could have killed this thing, but I still would have been able to win the combat. Okay. So if I discard this Dispelling Exhale to kill this Sharpshooter, this guy's going to be up to 7. Buff this guy maybe. So they have to block this guy. Boom, got the win. One match down. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We're keeping this. My opponent is on a mulligan. We have our colors. We have 3 spells that are pretty solid. And this can even let us cast this if we really want to. We have a couple black sources in the dragon globe that will get... They're on a mulligan to 5. If they're an aggressive deck, this card can kill their first threat, and we can be in pretty solid shape, I think. This is... They're on a mull to 4. Okay, so we're kind of up a game here. Mulling to 4 is crazy. Like, I'm super favored here. Are they playing aggro? Frontline rush, sure. Can't even activate this, so I'm just going to hold up my counter spell for now. Just prevent that in its tracks. Take the black source, because now our Dragon Brood's Relic is somewhat online. No blocks. Okay, sure. Get another island. Okay. I'm a tad concerned. Gosh, if we lose to a mold of 4. I mean, that would just be bad. Gosh, we are going to lose this game, aren't we? I can't believe we're going to lose to a mold of 4. This is what happens when they've got rares. The rare's pretty good. And we've drawn all lands, and the rares messed us up from getting our Dragon Brood's Relic going. Oh my god. Oh man. Can't believe it. They mold to 4. That actually just might save us. My gosh, please say we win this. Our Dispelling Exhale does not actually protect our guy very well. Sure. This is tremendous for me. I can't believe we won this game. From the brink, we beat the mold to 4. Oh, man. I don't care about the 1 damage. My gosh, we chump blocked with our Runescale Stormbrood in this game. What a win. I think we won this one at least. Okay, they have a crazy good deck. They have a very good deck. Okay. Time to write down what they have. Most importantly, they have a great deck. Oh my gosh. 2 Frontline Rush. Rally. Molten. Salt. Road. Pack Beast. Devoted. D. Mag. Elkite. Rebel. Wow. The fact that they almost won on a mold of 5 is crazy. Okay, let's see what we have to work with. We're definitely bringing in these 2. These are our anti-aggro package. Tempted to bring in the Kin Guard as well. I mean, the Cryptic Nest Guard as well. We're going to cut Effortless Master Trade Route Envoy. And because this card plus a knockout maneuver can take out some stuff. Final cut will be Unending Whisper, maybe. Yeah, seems pretty reasonable to me. Let's get it done. Okay, so we have the mulligan now, which is only fair. They had the mulligan 4 last game. But still, sucks to mulligan. They're also mulliganing, so that's good for me. Okay, we'll keep this. We don't have a creature right now, so I'm going to get rid of... Actually, I'm just going to get rid of Boiler and Blizzard. I'm so far from casting that. And I'll shuffle it back in, so it'll be fine. Okay. Just going to pass with Dispelling Exhale up. I know they have the frontline rushes, but... Counter. Get the devotee down. Bearer of Glory can't attack into it either. Okay, we get the land. We have card draw. We've got some good stuff going on. Krochek Nest Guard plus this can take out their big dragon, which is nice. And next we can go Temur Monument into Focus the Mind. Our defensive tools are holding strong for now. We've gotten to counter a couple things. Our life total is pretty stable. And they're missing land drops, so they have all spells in hand. Sure, they kill that. Okay, we already have most of the colors, so we'll just go get another island, I guess. Then we'll just play this guy. Nice mana efficient turn. The Humbling Elder is going to be good this game. If they play the Hellkite, we have the knockout maneuver at the ready. Equilibrium it up, sure. Still just making the Route 1 play here. Sure. This is pretty scary because I could die if they have Frontline Rush, which I know they have 2 copies of. I could die here. We will trade Krochek Nest Guard for Frontline Rush, though. Like, if they attack with this guy, we will block with Krochek Nest Guard. Take out that guy. Discard. Island. It's pretty unlucky. We drew 3 lands there. If they have Rally at the Monastery, this doesn't work out very well for me. This is a game I should be way ahead in. I have the same number of cards in hand, pretty much. I have way more land. I'm at a high life total. Okay, they're frontline rushing. That's really good for me. We got a frontline rush out of their hand. Every land I draw is devastating. Playing Focus the Mind and drawing 3 lands is really sketch. I hate that. Oh no. 1 top, 1 bottom, okay. Wow. They're stasis snaring my Humbling Elder? Gosh darn it. Oh, man. It's funny because not only have I drawn every land in my deck, but I don't even have a black source. So if I draw the Dragon Skull Summit, I can't even use it. Gosh darn it. And they, meanwhile, have stopped after drawing 4 lands, 20 cards into their deck. Or maybe they just have lands in hand, but gosh darn it, the Whirling Stormbird was going to be so good. They had to have an instant speed removal spell. Oh, and it looks like they have drawn spells. My gosh. That's probably game. Oh my god. That was my game to win. I had the opportunity. We could have seized it. And instead we drew just so many lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 spells, 10 lands. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Devastating. I was in such a favorable position there. Okay, on the play again. Gonna cut Krotik for Effortless Master. Just, it's pretty devastating. Pretty devastating. We're gonna keep this. This is where we hope they have Devoted Duelist. I mean, this hand is not good, but I think it's better than a mulligan, and they kept their opener. Gosh, this is where the Arena Open goes awry. Man. Maybe I'm just supposed to play my Forest there so I can kill their Martyr Devotee with my Humbling Elder. Sure. They're just having the dream start. We have drawn 2 spells, though, so I'm grateful for that. Okay. Okay, they make 2 1/1s. And they play Salt Road, yep. Not surprised to see that. It's funny, last game I remember I put a Bewildering Blizzard on the bottom of my deck. If I'd kept it, I would have won. Could have blocked one of these turns. So they can't cast their dragon because they don't have double red. Okay, Devoted Duelist. Playing this tap land on turn 2 might have cost me the game. They could have stopped a lot of snowballing. I will discard the Sunset Strike Master, I think. And I have Runescale Stormbrood plus Humbling Elder, so I can stop a frontline rush. Even though they already played one of their two. This will help me if I draw one of my Dispelling Exhales, because I have several of those left in the deck. I think they're flooding out a little. That's a hilarious emote that they have available. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. They definitely think I have Dispelling Exhale. The question is, do they think I have Runescale Stormbrood? I'm at a high life total, but they do have some really good cards in their deck. Kill their 4/3. I don't mind holding this Runescale Stormbrood. Play around combat tricks, counter magic, all that jazz. That's huge. That is going to be a great draw. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Play land, go to combat. Sure. Hmm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That'll buff my dragon up. Gosh, I think we got there. They drew 11 lands this time. We drew a lot of cards, though. We had this thing in our opening hand. We never cast it a single time. Hitting them for 10 in the air, 6 on the ground. They have to block this guy. So they're taking lethal, so they have to deal with the Effortless Master or my Whirling Stormbird. I guess I could have flashed this in. I forgot about the Whirling Stormbird. 5, 10, 16. So no responses first. Now that's a bomb. I don't think they can draw anything. Boom. 2-0 in the Arena Open, 1 win away from round 2. Yes! We will take it! See you next round. Welcome to another round. We will keep this. It's not the best hand, but removal spell, Zig can do some serious work. Our opponent might be playing aggro. Drawing a land sucked, but you know, such is life. Ooh, they did not. Okay. 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Sure. I'm not going to kill the Martyr Devotee. So, I mean, even though it could have kept them off of red mana for something or other, it's just, I have 2 spells to work with. I've got to maximize them. Yep, cannot kill that. This will definitely kill the Starry-Eyed Skyrider if I get the chance. Okay. I would have loved to cast that Twin Maw. Don't get me wrong. We're at the no risk, no reward stage of the game where normally I'd be feeling pretty good about myself in this position. And I guess it's not the actual worst because we have a lot of good draws and we have weeded out most of the lands from our deck. We've drawn 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. That's a horrifying combo, though, the Tactician plus War Effort. I just love drawing lands, though. It's like my favorite thing to do. And I know I can't really complain because my opponent drew all lands last game, but I drew all lands the game before that. I have some good card draw, though, in the deck. I just have to hope that they've drawn way better than me this game, so this game's probably a loss. I need another spell here. That'll do. So I can double block Shock Brigade if they attack with that now. They'll draw 2 cards. Alright, yep. No big deal, no big deal. Yeah, the Hardened Tactician got me this game. But it was really the lands that did it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Love that. I have nothing I can do in this game. And I'm dead on board. Okay. Sucks to suck, I guess. That's a phrase you learn. Okay, Zergo. Starry. Devotee. Molten. Rebel Strike. They have War Effort. The fact that I didn't even get an Undergrowth Leopard is annoying. Shock Brigade. I did keep a 5 land hand. Don't worry. I do realize that. It's just underfoot. Their deck seems good. Though we'll have to see how it looks when we're at full strength. Okay, take out those 3. Take out. Actually, I'm gonna keep in that. And then remember what I did last time was I took out Unending Whisper. And Trade Route Envoy. Play first. We can keep this. Honestly, a pretty good hand. They've got some good cards, especially 4 toughness ones, which are harder for me to deal with. Looks like they have a tough mulligan decision. How did I take... I guess I took less time because I was doing less stuff last game. Did they disconnect? If they disconnected to help me get into day 2, the draft not getting any rares would be like down a game. My opponent just disconnects. I mean, that's what it looks like happened. Oh my gosh. Oh man, hopefully they come back for their sake. That would ruin my day if my game crashed. I think it's happened to me before. It's just like, oh my gosh. Their deck seems good too. They got Zergo. They got a lot of good token stuff. Hardened Tactician looks great in their deck. I just win the match? Oh my gosh. What? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yes. We made it to day 2. Draft 2. We will draft for up to $2,000 in cash. We still have a round to go. If we win this last round, not only are we into day 2 draft 2, but we also get an extra life. I was like, kind of not bemoaning exactly, but I was like, our deck doesn't have a single rare, and then I think we lost every die roll, but like we have gotten lucky where it counts in the games. Like there's different types of luck. But I think what I am most grateful for in this draft is the way we navigated it. I'm not gonna. The draft isn't over. Don't worry, we have another round still. But we picked up some valuable sideboard cards that have really made a difference in our sideboard games, which is definitely a factor. We've also, even though we don't have a single rare in the deck, I'm just gonna double check that before I keep saying it. Yeah, no rares. We don't have a single rare, but our cards work cohesively. Our mana base is good. We have strong uncommons, and we've got cohesive synergy. And this card can really deal with a lot of opponents' rares. And then we've just played well. We've got 3 ways to like activate the Dragon Brood's Relic. My gosh, what an absolute crazy scenario into day 2 with this deck. Also, the way we navigated the draft is like I'm really proud of, because we started Sharpshooter into Descendant of Storms into Sunset Strike Master, and I think a lot of people would get like really focused on red white there and just go the whole way and then end up with a mediocre red white deck. But we were willing to dip out for the Dragon Brood's Relic, see the power level there. We took a then Duty Beyond Death over a Dragonstorm Globe, which is like, okay, we would rather have a Dragonstorm Globe because it would have given us more flexibility later. But that seemed like the correct pick at the time. And then we moved away. We saw the knockout maneuvers, pick 6 and 7, and that really moved us into this deck. And I'm really proud of how we did that. So yeah, see you folks in the final round. Welcome to the final round. Let's get another win. We lost the die roll again. We lost every die roll, but we're not complaining about anything in this draft. This is pure value. Oh my gosh. Herd heirloom, sure. Okay, we could have held up our Dispelling Exhale. Cool looking mountain. No attacks. Honestly, this card can outperform this one sometimes. Yeah, that's not happening. Um, 3 damage is a lot of damage. But then we can cast this next turn. And I can use this to attack next turn. That's kind of crazy. They probably have a counterspell of some kind here, right? Just devastating, honestly. Another classic case of the draw all lands, but not one of my 2 black lands situation. Whirling Stormbird. Yeah. It's funny because if I had a black land, I would actually be okay with this because I could kill it. But I am lacking those. Sunset Strike Master could have killed that too. Maybe I was supposed to play around that. Gosh. Maybe I choked it. I mean, I'm not going to play around Whirling Stormbird generally in the dark. But they probably had something there. They know I can't activate the relic. Oh, we're totally losing this game. Totally losing this one. Might as well be able to counter a 2-drop if we want. Well, our Dispelling Exhale is going to do double duty. Their deck is great. Looks like it's got a lot of good cards and rares and mythics. As I said, we're not complaining. Getting the 3-1 record is pretty good. Money back, sure. This game was realistically over when I used Focus the Mind and drew 3 lands. Like, if I'd drawn 2 spells in a land, I would have been much more happy. Okay, well, that's just game as well. Okay, our counter magic can't do anything about the Stormscale Scion either. So we're probably going to lose this game. We have seen 1, 2, 3 cards that are better than every card in our deck. I think this card's pretty good. Herd Heirloom is maybe not better than every card in my deck, but okay. So this is a late game matchup. We haven't played against many of these. Our sideboard is not really geared for it. We're kind of already configured for it in the main deck. So we don't actually have a lot of changes to make. We have to be the aggressor in this matchup, so we might benefit from bringing in something like Fire Rim form. and cut like Unending Whisper because we can't compete in the late game with what they've got going on. I would bring in this, but it's not very good in my deck. We don't have a lot of creatures. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Could also just hope that our deck gets there against them. The Fire Rim form maybe is bad in that context. Like, I just like the idea of like a Team or Tawny back winning a battle. Okay, mulligan. Keep. I don't need the red mana for anything, so I can just afford to try to stop a Herd Heirloom before it comes down. Max punished. That was like the one card I could draw that would punish that decision. Oh, man. That could definitely be the difference maker. Yep, we'll stop the tiger. They don't have green mana or anything, so this could be really good for us. Hoping they stumble on mana is definitely a way to win against decks that are better. Just a little bit of chicken fried. If I had just played that stupid monument on turn 2. Okay. Hate to see that. Okay, them not putting that on top is very suspicious. I guess they're really trying to draw spells. Or the right color. Okay. Breaching Dragonstorm, sure. Just give me a break. Did they really hit a 6-drop? Well, luck was bound to run out eventually. 6-drop dragon, no less. Literal best case scenario. They're just going to cast Breaching again, probably. Yeah, they don't have anything else to do. They can't cast spells. Oh my god. Well, at least we made it to day 2 before we got horrifically unlucky. I've never seen Breaching Dragonstorm do more. This is unbelievable. That is actually unreal. We're actually still in this game if they don't find a way to cast another spell, and this hits like something irrelevant. This can't even kill Meringue River Regent. Imagine if we drew Knockout Blow number 2 to kill Meringue with our Effortless Master. Okay, folks. I have never seen a Breaching Dragonstorm do more work than what it is doing right now. It has literally hit a 6-drop every single time. It is 3 for 3 on hitting 6 drops. It's funny because even with that, I think we still could have won this game. If they had just like whiffed on one of the 3, maybe. Like the first one was the most important. But like if they had whiffed, we have like a big creature in play. Now they have green mana. This is going to be impossible now. Oh, man. I honestly liked our chances this game. If I had gone turn 2 Teamer Monument. Okay. They're holding up something. If I draw my Fire Rim form. Still doesn't work out great for me. I think this game is clearly over. Oh, man. Meringue River Regent bouncing my 4/4 that I spent all the mana on is also just Jeff's kiss. Their deck is so much better than mine. They have multiple mythics, rares. Breaching Dragonstorm is clearly just like a constructed card in their deck where they just tutor whatever they want to the top of their deck. Good job. They probably have Jeskai Revelation. Like, why wouldn't they? I actually thought I had a chance this game. I honestly think I could have won this one. Yeah, this one's over. Okay. Well, we did our best. We were really close when they were mana screwed and they just cast Breaching Dragonstorm and hit... Like, if they just hit a non-dragon, it doesn't go back to their hand. Like, let's just say they hit, like, a 3-drop or something. Like they hit a Dragon Brood's Relic or something like that. Like, all of a sudden, the game's just over. Gosh. That's how it goes, though. That was... I saved all of my unluckiness for that one game. My opponent had a godlike deck. Sorry to use the Lord's name in vain. They had an insane deck. They also got insanely lucky that second game. They didn't have one of their colors, but that Breaching Dragonstorm hit like the 3 best cards in their deck, I have to imagine. They hit 3 dragons in a row. And like one of them was Meringue River Regent, and one of them was Stormscale Scion. So overall, 3-1 with this deck. Great result. We're into day 2. We're down a game, and we managed to have our opponent disconnect. So that was crazy. So we've made it. We didn't need a single rare to do it, so that's something I'm very proud of. I think we played well, we drafted well, we built well, and overall, I'm excited to see you in Day 2, Draft 2, where we'll be battling for some cold, hard cash. And that is going to do it for this one, though. If you did enjoy it, remember to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. You can support my content via Patreon if you are enjoying it, if it's been educational, helping you win more, all of that good stuff. Patreon gets you some cool rewards and helps me make more videos in the future. It really does make a big difference. Anyway, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag luck, because we were very lucky to have our opponents mold a 4 and disconnect and all that stuff. And then that last game, our opponent got really lucky. And the fact that we didn't really need luck in the draft portion, but used it in the games was pretty awesome. So hashtag luck to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.